Renzi came out to cut the Datamine guy himself and dropped pretty much all the stuff that we should be expecting in tomorrow/tonight's update, depending on your time zone. So we have the three new extremes. Pretty predictable. If you guys were just Dragon Ball fans, you took the hints that they threw at us. Yeah, new extreme TN coming into the game, new extreme Krillin, new extreme Yamcha. So the theme this year for the extreme team, all extreme team, is Super Warriors that they're going for. So far, there's only three that they shown, and there's only three grindable. So it has to be more than three. It has to be. I feel like there's definitely got to be a Piccolo, maybe a Yanchirobi coming, something. There's got to be two more units because you can't do Z Fighters, man, without doing a full squad. It just will feel so wrong. But for now, it's just three that they're showing here. So here we have the Zenkai trunks sleeves. Pretty decent, no, pretty solid stuff. I have no idea what this is. I think that's a new thing. Kids time 3, bro. Come on, man. Stop, bro. We don't care about this no more. We don't care about this RNG, this RNG lottery fest. Stop. Less like 0.5 of the community is going to even get access to this. Maybe even lower than that, to be honest. So here's that. Here we have another 5-year, second anniversary login bonus. I was about to say 5-year anniversary. I was thinking of Dokkan, but this is legit. Probably the 5th login bonus for the second anniversary. And let's just come on, fam. Like, you obviously, this it's so obvious what they're doing. They're trying to milk the second anniversary logo out, act like this still hype to build off of, but the anniversary died with the still with that third RP season. Stop. They're milking this anniversary, bro. Because 5 login bonuses for one anniversary. Just stop, bro. Just stop, please. You're milking this anniversary at this point. The name. The second anniversary is over. So here we have the Zenkai Trunks banner, the Master Pack Z banner that's been here. And here we have the call-out boss, who is going to be EX Cell this time, is going to be the call-out boss, I guess. So makes sense. I guess that makes sense for Yamcha in a way. Well, not particularly is that. Well, you guys get what I mean, I think. So there's that. So here we have the new evacuate train some more. With the new EX Yamcha and not Yamcha, the new EXTN and Krillin. Yeah, so it's pretty solid stuff. So here's the weird thing, right? So I actually checked it around, and it seems that you actually have to grind. So it says here, take down powerful opponents with Buddy to get EX Yamcha. So it seems like you grind TN and Krillin through an event, and it's like you grind Yamcha through co-op, which is, it's like, oof, I'm not really sure how much I feel about that. But yeah, so we're gonna just actually take a look at some of the new extreme units, and then we're just going to probably end the video here. So tell me what you gotta think about that for this first part of the video. Having to grind Yamcha through co-op and then grind the other two seemingly through an event. So yeah, let's just take a look at the new units right about now. Alright, so here we are looking at the new EX Yamcha. So obvious tags here, Super Warrior, that's pretty much the only tag he has. So these are the Cell Saga variants of the Z Warriors. Okay. I did call this, by the way. It was pretty obvious to call, to be honest. He is a blast unit. So let's take a look at this guy's kit. So one shot victory, inflicts all enemies with no switcher for 10 timer counts, restores on key by 50, takes 10 timer counts to elapse. Pretty basic, generic, no main ability by today's standard. But let's keep going. Unique ability applies or follow effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. 30% damage inflicted, 15 timer counts, minus 10 to blast us card for 15 timer counts. Applies or follow effects to self if tags Super Warrior element red other than this character is a battle member. 20% to blast damage inflicted for 50 timer counts, minus 5 to blast. Ooh. So he's gonna have, if you run him with a Super Warrior or a red unit, he's pretty much gonna have 50% blast damage essentially, because he's getting the 30% damage inflicted just for coming in the match, and then he's gonna have minus 15 to blast cost. His blast cards are gonna be really low. Damn, if he has increased our draw speed in here, we might be talking about something. Applies our final effects itself when this character, while there are 3 battle members remaining. 50% the blast damage inflicted cannot be canceled. Increase our draw speed by 120. Oh, okay. So I see how this guy works, right? He's gonna be one of those units that you just kind of want to start off with. Yeah, because he's just gonna be doing a lot of damage really early on, a lot of blast damage, like 50% blast damage plus the blast damage he's gonna be getting just for having a super warrior, plus the damage inflicted he gets from just coming into the match, and this super low -15 to blast cost. He's just going to come in and just from the jump and just do a lot of blast damage. So I said I was gonna work. So yeah, I'm just sounding pretty good so far. His special move deals major impact damage, 20% of special move damage, inflicted for 10 time counts upon activation. Pretty standard, nothing too crazy. It is a long range move, so it's just a Kamehameha, and it's teachable, by the way. So this green card, let's take a look at this. 10% to damage inflicted for 50 time counts. Destroys all of own strike cards. Okay, I guess that makes sense because he's all blast oriented, so no need for strike cards, I guess. Increased damage inflicted based on the number of strike cards destroyed. Oh, okay. Okay, so he has one of those type of green cards. Okay. So obviously he buffs Super Warriors, and then he picks up red actually at 6 stars. So it seems pretty solid, pretty solid. Yamcha's actually sounding pretty impressive. Not gonna lie, not going to cap on that. So yeah, let's take a look at. I'm actually more interested now. Let's take a look at Tien. Let's take a look at the boy. I was about to say Chow too for some reason. So he is red. Tien is green, and Krillin is purple. Okay, so let's take a look at Tien. I'm interested to see what the boy Tien is looking like. Also the Cell Saga variant. He is a defensive type. Okay. Yo, most of the Tien units in the game are all defensive types. I don't think we have any Tien in the game actually that's not defensive, to be honest. I'm so serious about that one. I might have to check that. So his main ability, Honed Spirit, restores on health by 25%, cancels own attribute downgrades, cancels enemy attribute upgrades. Okay. But pretty solid, I guess. It is good. Take away attribute upgrades are solid. A lot of units have non-cancelable attribute upgrades nowadays, so nothing too crazy, but still solid, yeah, still pretty solid ability. Applies a fallen effects itself based on the number of battle members when this character enters the battlefield. 3 battle members, 20% the damage inflicted, 20 timer counts, and reduces damage by 20. Okay. 2 battle members reduces damage by 20, -3 to strike and blast arts costs. Okay. He has 1 battle member. If he's the last man standing, reduces damage by 30, -5 to strike and blast costs. His second unique ability reduces damage by 20 until the enemy's combo is over when changing cover. Okay, so kind of like Green Boo's passive, where he pretty much heals every damage that he takes. Pretty good, pretty solid. Applies a fallen affects itself when per defeated super warrior or green element. So these units are going to be designed where they can be run on a mono team alongside super warrior. Okay. Yeah, applies the fallen effect itself per defeated super warrior or green battle member when this character is in the battlefield. 40% damage inflicted. Okay, so he's gonna be a last man standing tank, pretty much. It kind of reminds me of that blue Super Saiyan Gohan from the Broly Second Coming movie. His passives are kind of set up like that in a way. If you guys haven't know that unit, he's haven't been in the meta for a long time. So the special move Tri Beam deals major impact damage, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade -1 to arc card draw speed level for 15 time accounts. Pretty solid, I guess. No, -1 to arc draw speed is pretty solid, especially with all the units that get it so easily now. So his green card restores on vanishing gauge by 40, pretty solid every time. It's pretty solid, nothing too crazy. Gradually restores allied super warriors and green element health each time account for 15 time accounts. Oh, so he's being somewhat of a support unit with his green card. Okay. And he holds a strike and a blast, to be expected. So he buffs Super Warrior strike defense, and then he picks up green at 6 stars, and he picks up strike and blast defense. So Tien is just pretty much going to be a last man standing tank. Really interested to see how many stars they're gonna let us get on these units. Really interested to see that, to be honest. Yeah, Tien sounds pretty solid. So far, Yamcha sounds the best to me as far as raw damage, but he a lot of people are going to be eternal just because he's red, but there's that. So here we have the boy Krillin in the cut. So Super Warriors, he's a support type as well. Okay, he's purple. That's pretty much it. He's from the Cell Saga as well. So, Pure Hearted Wish reduces enemies. Oh, this is his main ability, by the way. Reduces enemies Dragon Ball by 3. Wow, that's a good start. Cancels allies attribute downgrades in add normal conditions. 30% the damage inflicted by add tag Super Warrior and purple for a 60 time count. So he's a support unit. Um, so all of these units are meant to be ran on mono teams or other Super Warrior. So pretty solid. Yeah, that's really solid. 30% damage inflicted for 60 time counts is going to be given to the whole team. Pretty solid. Applies the following effects per self. Per tag, Super Warrior and Purple Element. Battle member when this character enters the battlefield. 20% the damage inflicted. Reduces damage received by 10 for 10 time counts. 20% to key recovery. It's actually pretty solid. So all these units are really meant to just kind of come in and have a decent amount of damage inflicted coming in, right? From the way it seems. So his second unique ability, Sensu Bean Support, applies the following effects to self if own remaining health is 50% or below after enemy attack is over. Activate once, restoring health. Oh, so he automatically, like, the second he gets hit, his health drops to 50, he automatically just recovered 25% health. That's actually pretty solid. 60% to key recovery, 30% to damage inflicted by tag Super Warrior or... Okay. So yeah, this guy is just a straight up support unit. Okay, those major slice damage, 100% to inflict enemy heavy bleed on hit. Destructible disc, pretty solid, pretty solid. Yeah, I was gonna say they probably could have put an extra effect on that, but that's straight. It's guaranteed. Applies the following effects occur on hit. This is green card. Inflicts enemy with flash. Inflicts restores on key by 50. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 30% to damage free for 10 time accounts. He also has one of these I think, what is this? A key recovery blast card? I think it's a key recovery blast card. Because I know Ella Vegeta has that same blast card. So he buffs Super Warrior and Purple's blast defense. And he picks up blast defense, blast attack, and blast defense at 6 stars. So all around, the new units are sounding pretty solid. I don't know. I still feel I'm still kind of confused. I'm like, yo, where are the other Super Warriors at? Like, there's no way they're just dropping 3 of them, right? Like, that's cool, but I feel like we need at least like I don't know, maybe because they already did a Cell Saga variant of Piccolo. So maybe they're just like really just not deciding that they're not going to do like a a Piccolo for this batch of Z Fighter units, which I ain't gonna lie would kind of be kind of whack, but I don't know. But they sound solid. They sound solid. They don't really sound too game breaking, but they sound like they will be a pretty fun team to run. I'll have to actually test them out for myself and see how far they're able to get. Let us get these units before I say, oh yeah, these units are going to be meta, because it's hard to say how much longevity they will have in the long run, but they sound pretty solid. As far as this raw damage, Yamcha sounds like he's going to be the most powerful list, obviously. Then Tien is the tank, and then Krillin is a support. So there's that. So it's your boy Kaiki. Go last guy for more content. Tell me what you gotta think about these new units. Tell me what you gotta think about the potential. Well, not even potential anymore. The Z Fighter team. Join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter. And I'm out.